Hi there, Tad Hargrave from Marketing for Hippies. I'm just back from the UK, and so there'll be a lot more videos coming out more frequently. But today's video, shout out to Anne Miltenberg, who I met at the Happy Startup Summer Camp over in Battle, England. And this is such a great question to ask. So here's the context. Often people in marketing their business, there's a lot of fears that come up, yeah? What if people discover I'm a fraud? What if I can't deliver for people? I mean, who am I to be teaching this or doing this? There's so many fears that come up, so many big questions. But Anne had a great question because a lot of those questions are centered around like, what's the worst thing that could happen? Yeah, that's the underlying energy behind them, is scanning the terrain for what's the worst thing that could happen and preparing for that. But here's another question to ask. What's the best thing that could happen? I mean, yes, those things could happen, but we also don't often ask the other side of it. What's the best thing that could happen? If I take this risk, if I send out this email, if I reach out to this hub, if I share my point of view most candidly. Yeah, there are a lot of potential downsides of it. That's true. There's no denying that. There are some worse things that could happen, and they might. But let's just give a seat at the table for the other side of the story, which is what's the best thing that could happen? Because it might be that the best thing that could happen is actually more likely than the worst thing, because we just put so much weight on the negative as humans. We tend to focus more on what we fear than what we want. We focus more on the worst thing that could happen than the best. What's impossible rather than what's possible, what we can't do rather than what we can, what we fear, not what we want. So that's my question for you, to think about what's a place in marketing you're feeling stuck, like you haven't done something because you've got one of these fears. And I just invite you to pause and think on that particular thing, what's the best thing that could happen if I do this? And then give it a shot. And if you like these videos, do subscribe. Please share them on Facebook and your social media accounts, on the Facebook groups you're in. It makes such a difference. And if you like it, Jimmy's the algorithm in my favor. So thanks so much. Take care, everyone.